How's it going, everybody? But we're all doing all right today on this very crisp, fresh, late autumn morning. Back up in the woods today with a brand new video, and in today's video I'm going to be starting work on my next bushcraft build for another shelter. It's been something that's been quite a long time coming as this, and I'll get more into that in a minute. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to have a couple of hours up here, get some work done, get some materials moved across to the new location. If you want to stick around to see what I get up to, please do. So then, a new shelter build. Yeah, like I said in the intro, it's been quite a while coming as this really. The current shelter where I am at the moment, it doesn't work for a number of reasons, which I'll show you more closely and in depth when we get there. But I've noticed it the last few times I've brought the lads up here who I work with. The ground in which, you know, the logs have been placed all around to make a perimeter, it's very boggy, and it's getting worse as we go through, you know, into the colder months of the seasons now. And we've just been kind of like all huddled in a corner with the fire pit in an area where the ground is still firm, so it's got to go, it's got to move to another location, and I'm fine with that. I've got a spot in mind. I'll check it out when we get there. It's not too far from where the current shelter is, but yeah, that's why it's got to be done, guys. And even on a more deeper spiritual level, I've never really connected with where the current shelter is, not like I did with my first two shelters, especially the second one. I believe that is down just to the fact that a lot of my pets are buried around that spot, you know, so I had a real good connection and vibe with those areas, whereas this area, it's just been a place to come up really and light fire and read me book for a couple of hours. It's just been a spot. But even, you know, more than that, I've not been up here anyway as much as I would like to have been over the last few months, so I've been so busy working. With that in mind, as much as, don't get me wrong guys, as much as I absolutely love my job and I get a lot of reward out of bringing the lads up here to do some bushcraft and, you know, clear their minds, it's actually really nice to be on my own up here today, you know, and have some time to myself, because, you know, I've been a bit, I have to admit, last couple of weeks I've been a bit low, and, you know, it tends to be this time of year when I do dip. I've not enjoyed Christmas the last couple of years. Having said that, I am quite looking forward to Christmas this year. But yeah, there's been stuff going on behind the scenes, and I'm feeling better now. You know, I'm getting there. You know, and again, it always seems to happen this time of year. I think it's because it gets dark very early. You know, I do struggle with drink, and it's really like a comforter to me at this time of year. It's just something to do. As opposed to something to enjoy, because I do love beer. I love beer and I love wine and I love whiskey, but you know, I do tend to find this time of year I'll just drink out of boredom really, because the night's joined so early. And I suppose I can kind of justify it now because I'm working, whereas this time last year when I was struggling with drink, I weren't working, you know, and it was becoming a bit of a problem. Whereas now, you know, at least I can justify it with a wage. But yeah, anyway, I don't really know where that even came from. Just on a mad tangent, bit of mental health. Tell you what guys, on a brighter note though, there was something I wanted to try today, just to weird my family out. I can't, unfortunately, but one of my colleagues yesterday at work was telling me how the peel of a banana, the inside of it, if you rub it on your skin, it's really good for your pores, almost like an exfoliator. So I thought, sod it, I'm gonna get myself a banana and rub my face with the peel. Oh. Next time guys. So this is going to be Wild Camp, Bushman, whatever, camp number 4. I'm going to use this fallen tree, bit of like a, you know, point of balance to lean stuff against. And there's a bit of work to do with clearing it. I mean, a lot of these ferns I'm going to have to clear, but obviously I will be using them as like sort of, you know, like lining to put materials down and for protection. I'm going to clear a lot of the dead leaves off of the floor, and then, you know, hopefully it'll be better for drainage in this area, and it won't get boggy like the last time. So this is the current shelter. If you can hear the squelching of the ground under my feet, that is the bogginess of this place. There it is. We're going for a closer look. You can see this area here, just sodden. It's like a bog. And then we've got a little fire pit over there. That area there, that's still quite dry. So it's very limited now here. The appeal of this place when I first found it was underneath all these logs here, fallen tree, you know, so it were a great starting point to start building a 90-degree angle with all logs. You know, and I absolutely love this big tree here. It was great cover through the summer months. Obviously, you can imagine all this was full of leaves. But now we're heading towards winter. All the leaves have gone. This area is a bit more exposed. You know, not that I like really fret that too much anymore, because I've just accepted the fact that for the time being, as long as I live around here and I'm building shelters up in Billingswood, at some point someone is going to just come and pull it down. It's the way it is, the reality of it. You know, and I will build many more Bushman wild camps in my lifetime, hopefully. You know, if depending on how long I'm on the planet for. But yeah, so I'm going to move all the stuff from here, and then the new shelter's through there. So it's not that far, you know. It's not going to be. It's going to be a couple of hours graft to get it looking homely. But I'm up here early. You know, I got up this morning early and set off at woods at about 8 o'clock, 10 to 8, something like that. But it's about 8:30 now, so I'm popping into work for a little bit later on, and then I'm going to cinema tonight to watch the new Ghostbusters with my friend and my sister Millie. So yeah, I've got a few hours up here. I'm just going to crack on. Well guys, that is it for now. I think it's going to conclude most of the adventures now for today. As you can see in the progress videos, I've got a bit of a perimeter set up and I've got my nice fire going. Yeah, I mean, like, to some this might just look like a pile of logs arranged in, you know, like a very vague shape, but to me guys it means the world for my, you know, sanity. Helicopter, do you really have to? There it is. How dare they? But yeah, graft wise it probably took me about 2 hours to do all of this, and then obviously, you know, the struggle today really has been the fire. And people still moan about, you know, like setting fires going in country parks and whatnot irresponsibly. They need to have a word with themselves. Everything is so cold and damp at this time of year, and no matter how much dry kindling I brought up with me to make sure I can keep this going, I mean, you can see it's going now, but that is the efforts of, you know, that is the labour of efforts, is that really keeping that thing going. Like, you almost can't really settle and enjoy this too much at this time of year, because you've got to keep the bloody fire tended to. Anyway, yeah, I've got some grand plans for this little space. I think I'm just going to build it up slowly as time goes on. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up now there for today. My bacon sandwich with the slightly toasted bread was really nice. I'm just going to burn the rest of my firewood here, and then I'm going to crack on with the rest of my day. So yeah, really enjoyed making this video. It's been great to get out again and have some time to myself in this place. Very peaceful today, and I've not seen a single person. Even better. Yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, as always, leave a like if you want, comment if you think there's anything that I could do better to improve this little spot, or if you have any grand ideas yourself, I'd love to know what they are. And yeah, share it on social media if you want, and I'll see you all further on down the road. Bye bye.